What powered the world's first cities? It wasn't gold or silver or even iron, but it was barley. At its core, the Sumerian economy was agricultural. Farmers drained marshes, dug canals, and turned the land between the Tigris and the Euphrates into fertile fields of barley and groves of date palms. Agriculture was the backbone of Sumerian cities, but Sumer was more than farms. Its temples and palaces dominated much of their system. Priests and kings controlled land, wealth, and trade. The temple was more than a house of worship. It was an economic powerhouse. Temple estates owned herds of sheep and managed flocks for wool and oversaw workshops where laborers spun textiles and crafted pottery. They collected rents, redistributed surplus grain. Acting like a bank, they lent goods or silver. They served as the city's warehouse, factory, and treasury all at once. The temple dominated Sumerian economics, but private merchants did carve out their own space, forming trading firms, setting up outposts abroad, and building an early version of entrepreneurship. The city-states became centers of industry and trade. The woolen textiles, pottery, and intricate metalwork that they produced traveled across vast trading networks. By land, traders reached the eastern Mediterranean. By sea, they sailed all the way to the Indus Valley. They exported wool, grain, and crafted goods, and in return brought back copper and tin for bronze, cedar from Lebanon, silver from Anatolia, even ivory from Africa. To manage all this, Sumerians created some of the earliest forms of business law. Transactions were written down, fraud was punished, and weights and measures were standardized. Some of the very first cuneiform tablets we have are just receipts, contracts, and simple inventories. Trade became more than a way for Sumerians to export goods. Sumerians carried with them their knowledge, their writing, stories, and religious ideas, spreading their culture as far as their trade reached. Yet the economy was never stable. With no mountains or deserts to protect them, Sumerian cities were always vulnerable to attack. Rivals fought over trade routes, farmland, and water rights, and sometimes the best economic strategy was conquest. War, looting, extracting tribute became an important part of the Sumerian economy. So when you think of the first economy, don't picture coins or banks. Picture barley, clay tablets, and caravans carrying the building blocks of civilization itself. And behind that economy were the people who lived it every day, kings and priests, but also farmers, artisans, and scribes. Join me next time as we consider the culture and society of the Sumerians. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and until next time, stay curious.